Hi, I'd like to talk about TV, films and comics on this channel, and today we're going to talk about a deluxe edition comic, the Nightwing Rebirth Volume 1. Nightwing Rebirth Volume 1 from DC is an oversized hardcover or deluxe edition book that picks up the Nightwing story from Rebirth. So that's immediately after the Grayson storyline has ended by Tim Seeley. This is still written by Tim Seeley, but Dick is finishing up with the spy organisation Spiral that he was working for, and he's getting back to being Nightwing. So the first couple of issues in this collection are him sort of tying up those loose ends. He's hanging out with Damien, he's trying to find his place in the world again. And you don't really have to have read the Grayson storyline to pick up the book. Everything is laid out quite easily for you, and you know, it makes perfect sense. He very soon gets into relationship problems with Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, because of, you know, where's he been, what's he been doing, and they're trying to like work out where they stand. He also quickly gets introduced to a new character called Raptor. Now Raptor has got a sort of custom glove. It's got some weird name, I can't remember now. Sululac, I think it's called, and it's sort of a gadget dual glove. Whatever it needs to do, it will do. Somehow, it even keeps like half a pint of his blood in there, just in case he needs it. Raptor's like a sort of Batman equivalent, but he's sort of Batman but badass, so say. He will bend the rules and kill people, whereas Batman won't. So of course he acts as a role model to Dick, and Dick is sort of not sure where he stands with him, because he's trying to be a double agent because of plot reasons in the storyline, with the Court of Owls. I am trying to brush over the story so I don't ruin it for people, because it moves at quite a pace, to be fair. The book suffers though, because about halfway through you have to get this divergence for a Night of the Monster Men event, where you don't get all of the story, you simply get the Nightwing issue, which is plonked right in the middle of that storyline for Night of the Monster Men, and then afterwards it's resolved. So you're reading. There's this weird like issue or two in the middle, and then you never get any resolution to that story, and then you're back into the main plot. After that though, the story picks up pace again, and you get a conclusion to the Raptor storyline, that you have Dick moving to Bloodhaven, and you have him sort of settling down and setting up his life, which was quite good. It's just a shame that the pacing was terrible, because you had that bit in the middle. You get introduced to new characters who are sort of old. They're sort of Z-list Batman, Nightwing villains, Bat family villains, let's say, who are trying to rehab themselves, get away from Gotham, because Gotham's, you know, like a breeding ground for crime, and start their lives over again, which I thought was a nice little touch in a rehab group. And Dick gets involved with one of the members there, romantically, obviously, because he's Dick and he just, you know, he shags. It's enjoyable. I think you get a lot of book for your money with this. It's a lovely book to read. You get a decent amount of pages, but not too many. It's got a good binding. It reads nice and flat all the way through, as it should do for a book this size, to be fair. Obviously you shouldn't have problems with gutter loss on a book this size, but still, it's an enjoyable reading experience. The page quality is good. It's not the super thin paper. It's not overly thick, but it feels like a good quality paper stock, and the printing is good as well. They use the entirety of the page, so the artwork goes right to the edges, and there's no sort of cheaping out in that respect. And I think I got this copy for £16, maybe £14 plus £2 postage, but it came out about £16 in total. So it's good value for what you get as well, and it's very collectible, because whilst they're bringing out Nightwing omnibuses for the New 52, I haven't heard any news that there's a Nightwing omnibus for the Rebirth period. That said, I'll probably hold off on buying the second volume until I'm sure they're not going to bring one out once they get their act together with COVID and that. But certainly, if you're a Nightwing fan, if you enjoy Grayson, if you want Tim Seeley's writing to be in your collection, then I would say pick this up and you won't be disappointed, particularly for the great price you can get it for. And if you shop around, I think you could probably even get it for like 12 quid if you were canny about it. Let me know what you think. Do you like this continuation of the run? Does it go off the rails after this? Is it worth buying the other volumes of the Deluxe, or is this sort of the best that you're going to get and then it just goes to pot? I'm certainly not interested in the Rick Grayson storylines, although that just sounds like it was an effort to do something wacky that didn't quite work. I like Nightwing as Dick Grayson, and that's it. Otherwise, please feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.